Good day, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone is happy, healthy, doing well, realizing the government does not love you, and also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born is a big ass lie. It is June the 23rd of 2025, 9:39 a.m., coming to you from the well-known communist shithole known as Ontario, Canada. And I'll just briefly mention, if you'd like to support the channel, there's information in the description box on how you do that. I also give guitar lessons via Google Meet, if you're interested in that. The same information in the description box is how I accept payment for that. I charge $30 an hour, and I give lots of extra time as well. I can teach anything but really intense jazz. I don't touch jazz, so if you're a jazz player, you probably want to find someone else other than me, but if you're into rock, blues, or country or anything like that, I can handle all that stuff no problem. Like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. This is going to be a bit of a strange one. Some of you have maybe heard of this place I'm going to talk about, and a lot of you probably haven't. It's a place in California, in the desert, called Slab City, and it is the last free, lawless place. I will add lawless, completely lawless. Last free, lawless place in America and possibly on Earth. I've heard there's another place somewhere else that's similar but not really the same. So Slab City was an old military base, and the American military just abandoned it. And when they tore everything down and left, they left behind these big slabs that they had their buildings and stuff on, right? Big concrete slabs all over the place. And these big dome things, they're really strange. I'm not sure what they were, but they left behind some concrete structures that were perfect for people to build makeshift housing and stuff. So a bunch of hippie types, I guess, went out there and they said, look, why don't we just set up shop here and live here? The government doesn't care about the place. It's totally abandoned. It's way too hot for anybody. It's ridiculously hot there. In the summer, it's so hot, most people don't stay. They leave for the summer and they go back in the winter months when it's more bearable to be there. Because, you'll die out there. It's so hot. Ridiculously hot. Plus, you got no running water unless you take, some people live in motorhomes and stuff like that, and they have tanks on them for running water and to get a shower and bathroom and stuff. But a lot of people have, they're really roughing it. They're not living in convenience, that's for sure. And they've even, created I don't know what you really call it, kind of like a bar, but it's this place where live music is played every Thursday night or something like that. They have a library. They have a medical center. There's not licensed doctors there, but there's people who know first aid really well and stuff, I guess. The library is quite amazing. There's actually a big, huge library that over time is built up, and this person takes care of it, and they have cafes. They've opened little businesses. They've made their own little society. Okay, it's quite amazing. I've left something in the description if you want to check it out. I left a episode of Vice. They did years ago, did a really, really good documentary on it. That's in the description, so I would recommend checking that out later on. Like I said, it's lawless. So the way things are done there is Slab City Justice, is what they call it. Basically, if you upset somebody enough, they will burn your house down. Whatever you're living in, they burn it down. That's what they do. They don't bother calling the cops. They don't, nothing else. They just go and burn your house down in the middle of the night. You could be in it. That doesn't matter. They'll burn it down. That's Slab Justice. So, pretty tribal and pretty barbaric, actually, but that's the way it is. if you live there and mind your own business and get with the program, everybody's pretty cool. Like, there's people who have been living there for years and no one bothers them. There's a guy named Builder Bill who he's the one who built the place where they have the live bands, because he plays guitar and sings, and so that was his dream to have this. I forget what they call it. It's actually got a name. It's just wild. If you're looking for something really interesting to watch on YouTube, because there's so much slop now, like I made another video about, so much slop, it's hard to find anything interesting and educational. But there's a million videos on YouTube about Slab City. It is completely mind-blowing. Totally mind-blowing. And then besides Slab City, like not that far away, there's a place they've called East Jesus. They've literally named it Jesus. And then there's East Jesus. And a bunch of artists, actually the artists now own that. The government actually sold that land to them. So East Jesus is actually owned by a few people. And it's a bunch of artists. They make art, even in Slab City they do this. They make art out of anything. People have abandoned cars there. They're, like, whatever they can find, they make this crazy art out of it. There's a stack of TVs. It's like a wall of TVs, and everyone has a different sign on it, and just wild stuff. So it's actually become a bit of a tourist place now. People go and visit this place, and then the people there can actually make some money, right? Because some of them make crafts, whatever. I mean, there's people doing basically whatever. There's even people doing nails. And they've started all these little businesses. It's just wild. I've never seen anything like it. I have sat for hours and hours and hours watching Slab City videos and just had my mind blown over and over and over. It is totally free there. You can do whatever you want. I mean, literally, you can do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting someone else, stealing their shit, being a pain in someone else's ass. You might end up getting slab justice, get your house burned down. So you don't want to mess around there. But other than bothering other people, you can do anything you want. People walk around naked. People do meth right out in the open. It's just a free-for-all. There's no laws. One guy actually has this. It's almost like a little golf cart he drives around on, and it's got a built-in cooler for his beer and everything. It was his dream to own this thing. So he goes around and he stops and cracks open the cooler, and it's not like anything you've ever seen. Totally wild. So check out Slab City. It won't disappoint you, I promise. If you're looking for something other than the slop that's on YouTube to watch, you'll get hours and hours of fun watching Slab City videos. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.